finding a cemetery out here could be a nightmare. If you come here, parking is important. I would say that the best thing to do would be to go to Stomp Winery tasting room that's not too far from here, and turn around there if you are heading in the direction that I am walking, because you want to be coming the other way. You want to be coming towards this direction so that you can park like I'm parked here. I learned about this place from Forgotten Cemeteries of the Pacific Northwest, and he did say there would be a cross to mark it. So there's a cross right here, but this is not where you want to go. You don't want to go down this trail right here. Somebody left their TV there. There's a bunch of garbage around here, and there's more garbage down that trail. I checked for you. And there's nothing else worth seeing down there. So you don't want to go down there. You want to walk this way. And I think it's a real shame that people got to dump their garbage. Oh, there's an abandoned car down there. No, I didn't see that before. I actually came down here another time, but I didn't get very good photographs. But I do see an abandoned car down there, and that is fascinating. So we're not going to go down there other than sticking the Insta360 as close as we can get. So let's do that. I'm going to get you a good view of this abandoned car, then we're going to go check out the cemetery. Alright, always fascinating to find something that you didn't come to find. So the abandoned car is definitely a bonus. But we're going to walk up here. So you could park right here also. I always like to get as far off the road as possible, so I parked down there. But there is plenty of parking right here also. And as you walk a little farther back, there isn't, so the trail's pretty obvious. You can see it starting right there, but there isn't any way of marking it. I remember how the other YouTuber, Forgotten Cemeteries of the Pacific Northwest, which I definitely recommend you watching his video on this place if you want to get a good history of this place, because I'm just going to take you on a quick tour. And I also am making this video. Okay, so here's the trail. So from here, down there where my van's at. So you want to make sure you're parking down there. You're going to come up this trail, which it looks like it's pretty well kept. And if you want to see more about this place, check out Forgotten Cemeteries of the Pacific Northwest. When you come up here, you're going to see this sign. And there's bullet holes in the sign or something. And vandalism is bad. We're not that far out of town, so I find it troubling that there's so many bullet holes in that sign, because it's not really safe, and they're coming from that direction. But let's check this place out. So this is a cemetery, and we've got a little bit of trash over here. We've got a grave right here with a snow globe and some American flags. That's not really much of a grave. It's just sort of a broken piece of rock or something. And then over here we have this thing that kind of looks like a picture marker. So I want to say just a little bit about what these YouTube videos can do, is that places like this do not get much documentation. And you can look and see when the video was made by Forgotten Cemeteries of the Pacific Northwest, and you can see what kind of shape it was in then, and then you can watch my video and see what kind of shape it's in now. And it just kind of gives a little bit of a time-lapse photography as to how things change or don't change. See how well taken care of it is. If it looks like it's in the same shape in that video as it does in my video, that'll get us something interesting. So here's a few more. So this place is really not very big. If I were to stand 360 up right here, which as best I can tell is the middle of this place, and kind of just look around a little bit. If I walk over here, there's definitely like this concrete structure of a curb going around, including this tree right here, this fir tree. I don't know my trees very well, but I think that's a fir tree. And there's at least 3 grave markers in this structure right here. But you can't tell who they are. You've also got those 3 over there, and another one of those these kind of concrete curves kind of marking out the grave. In the other video I talked about, Forgotten Cemeteries of the Pacific Northwest, he actually goes over and talks about each person who's buried here. So that's fascinating. And he talks about this one in particular. Right here you can see that there's a bullet hole in this grave. It's a shame that there's so much vandalism. It's going to be some very bad karma, and I don't know what would possess somebody to shoot a gravestone like that. But I'm going to take some pictures of it for you. My brain wonders if it's even possible to find out what caliber that is. And you know, you wonder if there's a spent casing laying around here, but it's probably long buried by now. It looks like the path goes on back there a little bit. Got a few more gravestones here. Well, that looks like it just mostly goes down into a riverbed or maybe even a railroad. Looks like there is a railroad track back there. There's a fence back there also. So there is right here a fence. So we're not going past that. Except for I am going to see if you can see the railroad with the Insta360 camera. And I do wonder if that railroad is still active. That is fascinating. I'm going to get you a view of this place from above. We're going to get a bird's eye view. Check that out. Just a little bit more of a bird's eye view. I'm going to walk around and just let you look at this place from above. And now we're going to head out.